What is going on, guys? The Naruto Gaming with my review of Naruto chapter 677, and we see now that the Moon Eye plan is now in effect and is definitely, moving very rapidly. And so we see now that the person that is wearing the white Toby Zetsu, this person already knows what's happening, and obviously he does not need everybody that he's wearing anymore. And so now we see that everybody's kind of like freaking out because obviously this right here cannot be a good sign at all. So everybody has a right to panic because this right here was the one thing that they all wanted to stop, and it's now moving into full effect. And so now we see all these ninjas, they're not wondering, what's happening. And then we see that they also spot these like meteors, they're not falling, of course, and they're wondering what's happening. And so then we have Shikamaru. He now realizes that all the chakra that Naruto gave him, it has now vanished. And we also know that giant tree as well, that's all gone as well. And so obviously something big is going on. But we have Kiba and Akamaru. They are the first ones to see the moon, and obviously they know what that means. And one by one, everybody starts realizing that what's happening. And so Sasuke now, he realizes what is about to happen, and obviously he has to protect himself and of course Naruto, because they're the only ones that can defeat Madara. And so obviously he has to fly back down, and we see now that he is flying past those meteorites. But we have Naruto that plan on using hit own set of black balls to take out the meteorites, but he has Kakashi and Sakura close to him, so that way they won't get caught up in this. But Naruto, he was planning on making sure not to hit Sasuke, but luckily Sasuke was flying down, and he had dodged him anyway. And so now we see that once these Rasen Shuriken blow up, we see Sasuke. I do believe that they teleported down. I'm not sure if he did or not, but I do believe that they teleported. But we see that when he did, he obviously came down, like too fast, and that right there, kind of like shook up the ground some. But now we see Tenten. She has those ninja tools of the Sixth Sage, and she definitely wants to know how to use them, but she needs somebody from the Lightning Village, but she needs a lightning village shinobi, to help her out with that. So obviously Tenten, she does have a plan here, but obviously she does need some backup. But now we see Madara, mostly we see Kaguya, because we see now that she's like, or in this panel here, she's like covering the world, and we see that the moon itself, it is now her third eye. And that right there, was a pretty freaking awesome panel. I gotta say, that right there was like definitely the best one we have seen so far. But now we have everybody here falling into infinite Sokoyomi, and we see Sai's the first one, and he's by Hashirama. But now we see Orochimaru, he also falling into it, and that right there, kind of surprising, because you would think Orochimaru, probably the most cunning character in the series, he'll have like so much to get out of this, but even he cannot escape. But now we see the second Hokage. For some reason it's not affecting him, but he definitely knows that this right here is like Madara's jutsu, so at least he knows what's up. And now we see Killer Bee for like the first time in what, like it feels like it been like a millennia since we've seen Killer Bee. But obviously everybody knew that he wasn't dead, because we saw that before the 8 tail was absorbed, it did cut off one of its tails, and everybody knew that Killer Bee was inside there. And I definitely feel bad for the guy, because this right here is our first time seeing Killer Bee in so long, and look what happened. He falls into infinite Sokoyomi. But like, let's just say this right here could be impossible, but because Killer Bee is wearing shades, what if he does not get caught in the genjutsu? I know that right there might be a stretch, but you never know, because the fact that they are showing it after so long, just for him to fall under this genjutsu, it does seem kind of crazy, right? So you never know. But we saw Rock Lee and Guard that they are now on the effect as well, and they don't even show Guy, so who knows what kind of condition he's in. But now we see that all of these like Fire Lords, they were now sleeping, of course, but they get woken up by one of their men. But before he could warn them about anything really, they all fall under the jutsu as well. And so now we go to Konoha, and we see like this random child and parent doing that, and even the animals as well. So everybody is definitely getting caught under this genjutsu. but Madara does not waste time as he used Divine Genesis World of Trees. And so we see now that, you know, this tree is not coming out from the ground, and we see now that it basically, you know, wrapping up everybody and absorbing them. And I definitely felt bad because we saw everybody, you know, get wrapped up in this. And so that right there was definitely, you know, a bit crazy to see. And I just felt, you know, so bad for them because obviously there's nothing that they can do because they're already under the Genjutsu. So it's not like they can escape from this. So you definitely, you know, you gotta feel bad for them. And then we see, you know, this like one panel of Hinata. She's getting wrapped up in it, but she's still conscious. But she says that she cannot move her body, and she calls out Naruto right before she was covered up. And we see that Naruto here, he actually, you know, like sensed her, and he was gonna go save her. And that right there, you know, just like broke my heart because Naruto was showing concern for Hinata because he was going to go out there and save her, but he couldn't do that because Sasuke did stop him. Because Sasuke here, he used Susanoo, or at least the wings of it, to like wrap them up to shield them from the light, so that way the light of the Genjutsu would not get to them and trap them in there. So Sasuke here is definitely being smart, but he was saying that, you know, if Naruto and him, you know, get defeated now, then that would like definitely be the end of everything because they are the only ones that can, you know, defeat Madara. And I was like definitely surprised that the Hashirama knew about the jutsu. And I did wonder, you know, like why did he know that? Like maybe Hashirama would have used this or something if the world would have gotten into a negative state or something like that. But now we see that Tobirama, he like trying to figure out why that's not affecting him, and it does make sense for it not to affect the ninjas that were like brought back by Edo Tensei, because technically they are not alive, so it's not like they have any life force for the tree to feed on. But now we see that the other person that was in the white Zetsu, you know, white Zetsu, it was actually Yamato. So does that mean that Yamato now had a Rinnegan? Because I'm pretty sure that he can't use it, but at the same time he has one. And now we see the third Hokage, he does recognize him, and I do wonder, you know, what kind of state will Yamato be now that he's back? Because we haven't seen Yamato in how long? Because look at how long ago that he now got kidnapped, and now he finally became somewhat relevant again. But now we see Minato, he's now waking up, and he's actually in Konoha on his figurehead. And he's trying to figure out, you know, like what happened to him. But now we see that those black balls, they are still like attached to his Hokage coat. But obviously Minato is done. I'm pretty sure this right here will like probably the only time that we'll see him, or at the end when he does, you know, get, you know, sent again to the other world. But it just amazes me, like how in the world did he get there? Because I'm pretty sure that, you know, that there's no way he had a kunai there, or maybe he did. I just find it, you know, really odd that like somehow Minato got all the way back to the village, because we just saw him on the battlefield when he took those black balls for Guy, and so that was like really surprising to see. But overall, this chapter, I'll give it like maybe an 8 out of 10. Because we do see Madara going in, he is doing work. He's actually getting, you know, like he's actually getting stuff done. And now we see that Naruto, Sasuke, Kakashi, and Sakura, and of course the Edo Kage, oh, and Yamato as well. They are the only ones that can take down Madara now. So I do wonder, you know, what's going to happen next, because Madara plan, it is definitely working, and he is going to make the world how he sees fit. But I figured that with that Shadow Queen of Kaguya, maybe she'll come back, and it's possible that, you know, she'll take over Madara, because you should never know. Because I do feel like that she's the one that is like really the Jubi, and she's the one that's also like inside the tree. But that would be just my thoughts. But I would love to hear your guys' thoughts on this. But as always, please don't forget to like the video and subscribe, because that really helps me out. And you guys take it easy, and I will see you all next time.